Hi dear students, in this video we are going to see another problem in development of surface. In the last class we used hexagonal prism, okay, based on that we did development of lateral surfaces. But in this class I have taken hexagonal pyramid, okay. So here the base height is 25 mm, height is 50 mm, resting vertically on its base on the ground. Then two of the base edges perpendicular to VP. Okay, this statement is very important to draw the simple portion of the solid. Okay, then this solid cut by a cutting plane which is perpendicular to VP inclined to HP at 40 degree. Okay, then the cutting plane bisect the axis. Okay, this statement tells about location of the cutting plane. Then this statement, that means it is cut by a cutting plane which is perpendicular to VP inclined to HP at 40 degree. Okay, this statement tells about orientation of the cutting plane. Okay, before start this, collect the given data from this problem. Okay. Okay. Before start this, we should ensure that which kind of solid given in the problem. Okay, so just read your problem carefully. Okay, so here the name of the solid is hexagonal pyramid. Okay, then side length is 25 mm, height is 50 mm. Based on these two data, do the simple position of the solid. Then we have two more data on the problem. That is used to draw the cutting plane. That will discuss later. Okay, so step 1, draw a XY line. So take your 2H pencil, then draw a XY line horizontally, then give a name as XY, then indicate it quadrant, okay, VP and HP. Okay, the solid deal only in first quadrant, so VP comes above XY line, HP comes below XY line. Then here we have hexagonal pyramid. Then the base of the solid rests on HP. The base of the solid rests on HP. So in your top view, okay, in your top view, the true shape project on HP. Okay, we assume that one, the hexagonal pyramid stands in front of you. Its base rests on HP. Okay, so in your top view, the true shape of the pyramid, your true shape is nothing but hexagon. That hexagon project on HP. So draw the hexagon shape cross section in HP area or top view area. Okay, so here 25 mm taken as a radius. Then draw one circle. By using the circle, construct the hexagon. Okay, when you need hexagon, that time draw a circle. Okay. Okay, then first of all take 25 mm as a radius. So take your compass, then take 25 mm, then randomly pick one point in HP area or top view area. Then this point is center, then draw one circle. Okay, based on this radius, draw one circle, draw that circle lightly. Okay, this is the reference circle to construct the hexagon. And this is not our required circle. Okay, after drawing this circle, then in this problem, two of the base edges perpendicular to VP. Okay, for that draw a vertical diametral line. Then only you will get two of the base edges perpendicular to VP condition. Okay, in some other problem, okay, they state like this. For example, the two of the base edges parallel to VP. That time draw a horizontal line. Okay, by using that you will get two of the base edges parallel to VP. Okay, so before start this, carefully read your problem. So in this problem, two of the base edges perpendicular to VP. So draw a vertical diametral line. Okay, so this is the center point of the circle. Then draw a vertical diametral line. We draw that line lightly. That's all. Now take 25 mm radius. We have take 25 mm radius. Then the top point on the circle circumference is center. Then draw one arc on this side and this side. Similarly, okay. The bottom point on the circle circumference is center. Then draw one arc in the right side and left side. Okay. After drawing this arc on the circle circumference, okay, we have 6 points on the circle circumference. This 6 point connect by straight line. So you take your scale, just align this, then draw a straight line. Okay. Okay. Then next, in your top view, all these slant edges, because here we have pyramid. So in your top view, the slant edges are visible. So draw the slant edges slightly. Okay, after constructed this hexagon, then draw its slant edges. Suppose here, if you have hexagonal prism, means that time no need to draw the slant edges. Okay, but when you have hexagonal pyramid, that time you should draw the slant edges, because in your top view all the slant edges are visible and the base edges are also visible. Okay, so this is your apex. There is a pyramid. The pyramid, the top end seems as a single point. That point called as apex. In your top view, apex also visible. After locating point O, then connect point O with all the vertex by a straight line. Okay. Then in your top view, all the base edges and the base vertex are visible. So give a name as A, B, C, D, E and F. Okay. Then next, define the height of the solid. Okay. After drawn this true shape, then define the height in the front view area. For that we need this projection. Okay. So first of all, here how you represent the axis, that is very important. See here in this problem, the OB slant edge hide the axis of the pyramid. Let's see here. So assume as this is, okay, this is one of the slant edge. This is your axis. In a front view, this slant edge hide the axis. So here the slant edges is visible. So give more priority to visible boundary. So here draw the axis as a continuous thin line. Okay, don't use chain thin line. The reason is that, see here. So this is the front slant edge, that is OB. This OB slant edge hide the axis. So in a front view, this slant edges is visible. Your axis is invisible. So give more priority to visible boundary. So here draw the axis as a continuous thin line. But in some other problem, okay, none of the slant edges are generated hide the axis. That time use chain thin line to draw the axis. Okay. So let me take point O. Okay. Then project this point O to VP area as a continuous thin line. Okay, as a continuous thin line like this. Then the remaining points on circle circumference project up to XY, then give a name according to the front view. Okay, see the point A and F, this straight line project up to XY. Then the line CD project up to XY as a continuous thin line. Okay, that's all. Then in your front view, we are going to view this object from this direction. நான் இங்க இருந்து பார்க்கிறேன். That time the point A, B, C are visible. Then D, E, F are invisible. So give your name, give the naming based on this condition. Okay. So front view means A dash, F dash invisible, B dash, E dash, C dash, then D dash. Okay. After marking this point on the reference line, that is XY line, now see your height. Height is 50 mm. Again take your compass. Then measure 50 mm. Okay, measure 50 mm. Then point. Okay. The point on XY. This point is center. Don't take point O. Okay. Because the base is start from the ground. So take point on ground. Okay. This point is center. Then draw one arc on this vertical line. That point called as O dash. So in a front view, the apex is located far away from the reference line. After define your O dash point, then the point on XY, that means A dash, B dash and D dash connect with O dash by a inclined line, because in our front view this pyramid appears as a triangular shape. But suppose if you have hexagonal prism, means in your front view this hexagonal prism seems as a rectangular shape. You should know this basic difference between prism and pyramid. Okay, the pyramid one view appears as a triangular. Okay, then prism, okay, prism ஒரு viewல ஏதாவது ஒரு viewல appears as a rectangle. Okay, pyramid na triangle வரும் ஏதாவது ஒரு viewல, prism na ஏதாவது ஒரு viewல based on the location, okay, you will get rectangular shape. That's all. Okay, so here this pyramid appears as a triangular. Okay, then define the dimension. So here draw a extension line, then extend this XY line, then here draw the dimension line. Your dimension line should parallel to line B dash O dash. Then after drawing this dimension line, draw the arrow at its end. Then take the middle part of this dimension line, erase this small segment, then enter your dimension value in this space. What is height here? 50 mm. So just write 50 mm. That's all. Then from point F, draw a horizontal line. Point A, draw a horizontal line. Then draw a dimension line. Then draw the arrow in close to fill 3:1 ratio. Okay, always follow this condition. Then erase this middle part. Then insert your dimension value as 25 mm. So up to this you got, where you will get 8 marks. If you draw this neatly, means surely you will get 8 marks. Okay. The next step is that draw the cutting plane. For that we have two statements in this problem. Okay. See here the cutting plane. Okay, incline to VP, incline to VP, then incline to HP, the cutting plane, incline to HP, then perpendicular to VP. So in a front view, this cutting plane appears as a straight line. Then this cutting plane bisect the axis. Okay, bisecting means is nothing but the middle, okay, exactly center part of this pyramid. Okay, height is 50 mm. So your bisect distance is 25 mm. So take 25 mm either from top or bottom. Okay, take 25 mm, measure 25 mm, then select either O dash or B dash as center, then draw one arc on this vertical line. Okay, see here 25 mm radius. So 25 mm is FE, length is 25 mm. Okay. Then I will select apex. You may take base also, no problem. Apex center, then draw one arc on this axis line. Then from this point, okay, here draw one horizontal line like this. Draw that line lightly. After that, take your protractor, locate at this point. Okay, see here, this is the center point of the protractor. This point lies with this point. So you locate like this. Locate like this. Then what is the orientation here? 40 degree to HP. So 0, 10, 20, 30, 40. So take 40 degree. Here pick one point. After that, remove your protractor from this place. Then take your scale. Then connect this point and this point by straight line. Draw that line lightly. Okay. Then after that, draw actually this cutting pen. Okay. So we used dark end with the chain thin line as used here to draw the cutting pen. So use that line. Okay. Dark end. Then leave small space, one hyphen. Then within the solid boundary, draw that line darkly because this is visible boundary after the sectioning the solid. Okay. Then here leave small space, then one hyphen, then dark end. Then here the cutting plane name is VT because it is project on vertical plane. The cutting plane project as a straight line in vertical plane. So this line called as vertical trace. Then see here, in this problem, the cutting plane cuts all the slant edges. So generally, this hexagonal pyramid having 6 slant edges. Here, all the slant edges cut by this cutting plane. So from this, we conclude that here we have 6 cutting points. Okay, among the 6 cutting points, 3 are visible, 3 are invisible. See here, the point on AO that is visible. The point on AO. See here we have 2 slant edges. One is A dash O dash that is located in the front. Then FO, that slant edges locate behind the AO dash slant edges. So here we have 2 points. Okay, in this space we have 2 slant edges. That's 2 slant edges cutting by this cutting plane. So from this here we have 2 cutting points. Among that, one is visible, one is invisible. 1 dash, 6 dash. Then here we have 2 cutting edges. Here we have 2 slant edges. That is O dash B dash, O dash E dash. O dash B dash locate at front. Then O dash E dash locate at back to the OB slant edges. Okay. So that point is 5 dash right within the bracket. Then here we have 2 slant edges, 3 dash, 4 dash. Okay. After drawn this cutting plane, what are the portion comes above the cutting plane? Those parts not required for our further study. Then the what other portion comes below the cutting plane? Those parts draw darkly because we are going to study in the upcoming process. Okay. So draw this slant edges darkly. This slant edges darkly. Take your HP pencil. Then do this work. Then draw its base darkly. Okay. Then your next step is development of lateral surfaces. See here, in this problem, none of these slant edges parallel to XY. Okay, when you are going to do development, for that you need true slant edge length. Okay, so true slant edge length is nothing but which of the slant edges parallel to VP, that slant edges considered as a true slant edge. Okay, see here in the top view, எந்த ஒரு slant edge XY க்கு parallel இருக்கோ அந்த slant edge we consider as true slant edge. But in this problem, none of the slant edges parallel to VP, so we couldn't get true slant edge length here. For that, we are going to make any one of the slant edges parallel to VP. Okay, after that we will get true slant edge by means of projection. Okay, see here, எதுமே இல்ல எனக்கு டெவலப்மெண்ட் பண்றதுக்கு I need true slant edge length. பட் இந்த கொஸ்டின்ல எந்த ஒரு ஸ்லாண்ட் எட்ஜும் XY க்கு parallel இல்ல. ஓகே, அதனால I could not get true slant edge length. அதுக்காக we have to follow one procedure. That is, ஏதாவது ஒரு slant edge நீங்க rotate பண்ணி XY க்கு parallel மாத்தி அத project பண்ணி you will get true slant edge length. That is another way of solving this problem. ஓகேங்களா? So okay, see here. Now okay, so before go to development, okay, here draw this outer boundary darkly. Okay, here the sectional top view not required because the cutting plane passed over on the slant edges, so no need to draw the sectional top view. Suppose in some other problem this cutting plane pass over the base, that time you should draw the sectional top view. Okay, then only that base point you will transfer to your development. Okay, so in this problem not required. The reason is that the cutting plane cuts all the slant edges. சில சமயம் பாத்தீங்கன்னா இந்த கட்டிங் பிளேன் பேஸ்ல பாஸ் ஆகி போகும். அந்த சமயத்துல you should draw the sectional top view. எதுக்குன்னா அந்த பேஸ் பாயிண்ட்ஸ் நம்ம டெவலப்மென்ட்ல மார்க் பண்ணனும். அதுக்கு we need measurements. அதுக்காக I used to do sectional top view in this problem. But இதுக்கு தேவையில்லை. இந்த क्वेश्चनக்கு தேவையில்லை. ஏனா இந்த கட்டிங் பிளேன் ஸ்லாண்ட் எட்ஜ் தான் கட் பண்ணுது. ஓகேங்களா? பேஸ்ல பாஸ் ஆகி போகல. ஓகேங்களா? So now let me convert. Okay, any one of these slant edges parallel to VP. See here, from point O draw a horizontal line. From point O draw a horizontal line. Then OC. Okay, OC radius. O is center. Then draw one arc up to this horizontal line. Okay, OC radius. Then O is center. Then draw one arc up to this horizontal line. This point called as C2. And this point called as C2. Then from C2 draw a projection line up to XY line. From C2 draw a projection line up to XY line. Then this point called as, okay, after the intersection of this projection line with XY, that point called as C2 dash. Then connect C2 dash with O dash by inclined line. That line called as true slant edge length. Here that slant edge is length is required for the development. Okay. Then connect C2 dash with O dash by a straight line. That line called as true slant edge length. Okay, actually that slant edge length is required to do the development. Okay, so now here O dash C2 dash called as true slant edge length. Okay, when you do development of pyramid, that time you need true slant edge length. Okay, without that you can't solve the problem. Okay, so now come to the development part. So here we know the true slant edge length. Okay, so let me take one point in this space. Okay, randomly take one point on this space. I will take here. Then that point is center. Then O dash to C dash as radius. O radius. Okay, O dash to C dash as radius. Okay, I got this. Okay, then this point is center. Okay, this point is center. Then draw one arc to some distance. Okay, draw one arc to some distance. No problem. Okay. Then randomly take one point on the circle circumference. I will take here. I will take here. Okay. I will take here. No problem. I will take here. Okay. So this point called as what name? That is very important. See here in this problem, which is lowest portion of the solid. So here this end. Okay. Here the slant edge having more height compared to this slant edge. So here this is the lower portion of the solid. So take this point, point A. Okay, choose here. Okay, இது மேல இந்த ரேண்டமா இந்த ஆர்க்ல ஒரு பாயிண்ட பிக் பண்ணிக்கணும். இந்த பாயிண்ட் பேரு என்ன? அதுதான் ரொம்ப முக்கியம். ஓகே, அதை நீங்க எப்படி நீங்க டிசைட் பண்றீங்கன்னா இந்த கட்டிங் பிளேன்ல எது வந்து லோயஸ்ட் போர்ஷன் இருக்குதோ அந்த கரஸ்பாண்டிங் பாயிண்ட இங்க ஃபிக்ஸ் பண்ணிக்கோ. The lowest point is A. That's all. Okay. After that, 25 mm radius. So, why 25 mm? Here base side is 25 mm. Here base side is 25 mm. So, take that distance as radius. Okay, I measured this by using this compass. Then, point A is center. Then, draw one arc on this arc. Then, this point is center. Draw one arc on this arc. Like that, draw the 6 arc on this line. 1, 2, then 3, then 4, 5, then 6. Like that, draw the 6 arc. Suppose if you have pentagonal pyramid means that time draw the 5 arc on this arc. In some other some of the time they will give square pyramid. That time this problem so easy. Okay, because the square pyramid contain only 4. Okay, only 4 slant edges. Okay, so that is quite simple than this problem. Okay, now connect. Okay, this point is A, this point is B, C, D, E, F, again A. Then all this point on this R connect with this point called as capital O. This is apex point. Okay, so now the ABCD point connect with O by straight line. I think this problem is simple compared to your prism. Any doubt means put in chat box, no? Any doubt means put it in our chat box. Okay. Okay. Now, see here, all the cutting points on this slant edge transfer to your true slant edge length. Okay. After drawing this development, come to your stage 1. So here we have 6 cutting points. All the cutting points transfer to your true slant edge length. Okay. So from 1 dash, draw a horizontal projection line up to true slant edge length. That point called as 1 double dash, 6 double dash. Okay. Then from 5 dash unto 2 dash, draw a horizontal projection line up to true slant edge length. Okay. This point called as 2 double dash, 5 double dash. Then point 3 dash and 4 dash project horizontally to your true slant edge length. So here make one point, that point called as 3 double dash, 4 double dash. Now just transfer this length to the corresponding slant edges. That is sufficient to complete this problem. We can now take your compass. Take your compass, measure O dash to 1 double dash as radius. O dash to 1 double dash as radius. Okay. Then point number 1 located on which slant edge? See here, the point number 1 located on OA slant edge. Yes. Now the capital O is center. Then draw one R on OA slant edges, and here also we have OA slant edges. That point is center. Then draw one R like this. Then next, the point number 6 located on the OF slant edge. Okay, so again don't change this length. Okay, this length is measured from this location. Okay, 1 to 6 dash 1 to O dash to 6 double dash distance is equal to O dash to 1 double dash distance. See here, point 1 located on AO slant edge. Point number 6 located on OF slant edge. Now O is center, then draw one arc on this OF slant edge. This point is 1. This point is called as 1. This point called as 6. Then measure the distance of O dash to 2 double dash as radius. O dash to 2 double dash as radius. Then point number 2 dash or point number 2 located on OB slant edges. See here, OB slant edge is here. On the slant edge, draw one R with respect to point O. With respect to point O, that's all. Here, I got R. That point called as 2. Then, point number 5 located on which slant edge? Point number 5 located on OE. Okay, OE slant edge. So don't change this distance. The reason is that O dash to 2 double dash length is equal to O dash to 5 double dash. Here point number 5 located on which point? OE. Okay, OE center. Then OE slant edge make one arc. That point called as point number 5. Then measure the last point. Measure the distance of O dash to 3 double dash as radius. Measure the distance of O dash to 3 double dash. Okay, don't choose 3 dash. Okay, all of you listen my statement clearly. Okay, measure the distance of O dash to 3 double dash as radius. O is center. Then point 3 located on OC slant edge. Then point number 4 located on OD slant edge. Okay, now this point called as 3. This point called as 4. Now connect this point by straight line. Suppose if you have cone means inga cone arrangena இந்த எல்லா பாயிண்டையுமே freehand sketch la connect as a smooth curve. But in this problem our solid is pyramid. Okay, so use straight line to connect this point. So connect 1 and 2 by dark pencil. Then 2 3. Then 3 4. Then 4 5. Then 5 6. Then 6 1. Okay. Then see here the base edge is straight line. Okay, here base edge is straight line. See here the base is seems as a R. That is wrong. So here base is a straight line. So connect AB as a straight line. Okay. Suppose கோணா இருந்தா base வந்து ஒரு curved profile இருக்கும். நீங்க அப்படியே விட்டுறலாம். கோணா இருந்தா ஒரு base பார்த்தீங்கன்னா வந்து ஒரு curved profile இருக்கும். நீங்க அப்படியே விட்டுறலாம். But இந்த இடத்துல base is a straight line. So here draw this base as a straight line. Okay, when you do the development, that time draw this base as a straight line. Then just erase this unwanted arc here. Then connect this point. Then erase this unwanted arc. Then connect these 2 points, this D and C. After connect this, erase these unwanted lines. Then connect ED. Then connect FE. Then connect AF. Then erase this unwanted arcs. This is not required. Just erase this. Then in your front view, these slant edges are visible. Okay, totally the remaining 6 slant edges are visible. So draw the slant edges darkly. So connect A and 1 by straight line. Draw that line darkly. So use HP pencil. Do this work. Connect 3 ends C darkly. Then connect 4 and D. Draw that line darkly. Okay, like that. Okay. So your problem is over. Okay, I think I finished entire steps in this problem. Okay, any doubt means ask me in the chat box or ask during the class time. Okay. So thank you all. Okay, see here in this problem, okay, point O is center. Okay, measure the distance of O dash to 1 double dash as radius. O is center, then draw one arc on OA slant edge because the point number 1 located on OA slant edge. Like that, do this one. Okay, the entire arcing O is center. Then here measure the distance from O dash. Okay, O dash to 1 double dash, then point 1 and 6 transferred here. Then O dash to 2 double dash. That length transferred to OB slant edge, OF slant edge. Then O dash to 3 double dash radius. That distance transferred to its corresponding slant edge, that is OC and OD slant edges. That's all. Okay. So thank you now. Doubt na class le get to go. Doubt na chat box lo pode. We will discuss.